Hi, I'm Steve from boattest.com, and today we're going to talk about CE certification and how it can affect the buyer of any boat. In 1998, the European Union created a recreational craft directive that established design standards for most recreational craft from 2.5 to 24 meters, or 8 feet to 79 feet. New and used boats sold in Europe, including boats built in the US or anywhere else, for export to Europe, must be certified as complying with one of 4 design categories. The following 4 design categories help to quantify a boat's degree of seaworthiness based on the wave height and wind speed the boat is designed to encounter and handle. The further offshore the vessel is expected to venture, the higher are the expectations for construction, strength, stability, freeboard, reserve buoyancy, resistance to down flooding, deck drainage, and other seaworthiness criteria. Category A, Ocean. This covers largely self-sufficient boats designed for extended voyages with winds of over Beaufort Force 8 or over 40 knots and significant wave heights above 13 feet, but it excludes abnormal conditions such as hurricanes. Starting at 35 feet, Beneteau sailboats qualify for a Category A offshore rating, an impressive qualification for a boat in that size range. Category B, Offshore. This includes boats operating offshore with winds to 40 knots and significant seas to 13 feet. Category C is Inshore. That's for boats operating in coastal waters and large bays and lakes with winds to force 6 up to 27 knots and significant seas 7 feet high. Category D, Inland or sheltered coastal waters. That's for boats in small lakes and rivers with winds to force 4 and significant wave heights to 18 inches. Since the number of people on board can impact a boat's seaworthiness, changing the number of people on the boat can also change its category. With more people aboard and more weight and potentially less stability, you're putting the boat into the next lower category. While the European standards are no guarantee that a boat will be suitable in all respects for the conditions in its designated category, they help to separate the purely inshore craft from those capable of operating safely in more demanding conditions. All boats built by Benneteau are rated in one of these 4 CE categories. For example, the Oceana 60 has been given an A Ocean rating if she has no more than 12 people on board. But with 13 people aboard, her rating falls to B Offshore. Typically, power boats carry lower ratings, generally starting with B or C ratings. For example, the Beneteau Gran Turismo 49 is rated B, offshore for winds to 40 knots and waves to 13 feet with 14 people aboard. With 16 aboard, her classification is lowered to C, Inshore. Another example is the Beneteau Gran Turismo 35. She has a B rating with 8 people aboard and a C rating with 10 aboard. Boats sold in the US do not have to be CE rated, but rather must only meet a few Coast Guard regulations which address required safety items such as PFDs and flares, carrying capacity for boats under 26 feet, and level flotation if swamped for boats 20 feet and under. Beneteau meets all required standards for North America, including Coast Guard requirements, and most of ABYC standards and some design features may differ. To that end, Group Beneteau is actively taking part in the standardization and improvement of all safety regulations, both for ABYC and CE rules. We suggest that when you're picking out your next boat, be sure to ask what its CE classification is, or would be if it's sold in Europe. For boattest.com, I'm Captain Steve. We'll see you on the water.